Hi Pisces, welcome to this Tarot Love reading. Welcome to this community. My name's Sophia. So what I was getting was clearing the distinction, which is kind of what I feel from that is like your perspective, perspective or something is different to someone else. And this is a classic masculine, feminine, man, woman situation where feminines will say, well, you know, you lied to me. Where a man won't say something and say, I didn't lie to you because I didn't tell you something. That's not a lie. So there's something here about distinguishing the difference between perspectives, something like that. So I don't know where that leads, if that's changed your mind or what's happened here. So let's see if that's, I presume it's you with your person, or let's see how that relevant to the reading. Okay. So Nine of Swords, Justice, and Knight of Cups. So there's obviously some nightmare situation going on at the moment. You could be overthinking and worried about things. And what I'm getting from this Nine of Swords, because my Nine of Swords have got people around you. This is you. It could be your person as well, but I'm picking up this is you. And these people are like, you know, told you so and this and that kind of thing. This might be that perceptive, that energy because of, for example, they might say, I told you your person was a nightmare. They won't, you know, live with you, won't text you, won't leave their third party, whatever. But that's their perspective, you see, because with a light worker, twin flame, whatever situation, it takes more slowly to get in union because you learn life lessons over and over to reprogram yourself. Then you're with someone for good. So their perspective is if your person doesn't, you know, put a label of dating straight away, he doesn't love you. But if you wait and you just feel that, you know, that love frequency, then later on they should say, okay, I'm happy to put the label of dating first. This is about perspective and other people, and I feel you and your person has other people that's influencing this union, relationship, whatever title. Justice in the middle of this is about, it just is how it is. This planet, justice is justice. It's about getting what you want and what is fair. So you might think it's a nightmare to have something fair, but like I said, this is about perspective. This is about, because the tower is underneath the justice. So universe is here kicking your ass to say, listen, does your person love you, right? And you'll say yes, but then will come but. And but is exactly that, arse, but, right? But yes, but he doesn't show up on a Saturday. But he doesn't give me any presents. But he doesn't invite me round to his family. But his family don't know about me. But. This, what you're seeing isn't fair, right? But it's like once you understand that, you know, this is about truth. Truth is, does your person love you? Now, obviously, just living on that gooey feeling of love and not taking action steps towards it is something else. But to go straight in with the kill, there's an equal balance with the justice card, which is balance of the scales, of when you push that forward on individual needs, not just because other people's telling you to do it. So, for example, your friend might say, date this person and ask him to, after a year, you should be engaged. He should be living with you. But that person might have, whoever you date, might have had a bad relationship, moved in with someone, and they cheated on him left, right and centre. So he wants to leave it a couple more years with you, right? And your friends are giving you a nightmare. This, like I said, this is about what's fair in general. And I say it's friends and family because underneath the justice and the fairness is the tower. The Knight of Cups, like I said, I feel that you feel your person wants to live with you. And I feel he does because he's here. but there's wisdom why he doesn't move in. And like I said, there might be something you don't know that is why he doesn't want to come living with you, but you can feel that he does. Underneath this is like, yeah, your person is doing this. This is connected with my collective reading today. The stability of out there working on himself, working on work to work on himself. That's their version of you doing healing. I'll just work. King of Pentacles, right? Which is a nightmare for you, because it's like when there's situations that is unfair, you feel your person retreats to work. Well, you're supposed to do the same. That's their contract, but where's yours? Let me see. I don't know what you're doing. What are you doing when your person's at work? Because it's like you're too bothered about him just going to work. But if you was doing what you're supposed to do, which is mission, then you wouldn't be so bothered about him doing what he's doing. You would just be carrying on. I've already said about the Tower. Now, the Tower underneath the Justice, there's something that is in your upbringing, foundation, that could have, that wasn't fair neither. So your person is here to bring that out of you, because of he's like there's something about living together. So there was something about your living arrangements with someone, and it could be literally you left home and lived with someone yourself, and it was a nightmare, and you haven't transmuted that negativity, right? And you're like, oh, well, this is my person, I want to live with that person. But he's triggering up stuff about you living, something about living somewhere. I don't know if this is parents, or could have been arguments, something like that, with someone else, which you're not addressing. Or it could be that, or it could be living at home, or both. When you lived at home, there was arguments with your parents and all stuff like that. And he or she triggers out of you about a situation which you need to work on. So that's what I feel. There's something about living arrangement here, right? It wasn't fair for you to be a child to hear your parents arguing all the time, something like that. And you haven't transmuted that because you wasn't pulled into it. Well, you might as well have been. That negatively affected you. You don't understand. Energy is all around you. If someone's energetically arguing in front of you, or you're arguing with someone you're living with, and you're involved in that, you're energetically connected to a negative, because arguments are not positives, are they? Right? So there's something here that your person is showing you about where you live, or what you moved in, with the Knight of Cups and the Pentacles, about your physical, and the Tower. Two of Swords is like, you, like I said, I feel you know your person wants to move in with you, but he's indecisive because you're indecisive. You're covering your heart. You're not working out on this. Like I said, there's something about a religion or belief, or there was a lot of abusive behavior at home that you're hiding. It was for you to hush, and you don't want to deal with it. You don't want to see it, and you're covering your heart, and you're, oh, my hands are tied, and that's behind me. I'm like, this is the feminine who's the Two of Swords, right? But it's underneath your person, because he's indecisive as well about living with you, because this Knight of Cups, this is my moving in card. Wanting to live with you, coming over, knight in shining armor, that kind of thing, right? But mine's, I always take this card as the moving in. And he's in the woods, you see, because the woods are the rooted belief systems, because generally a light worker, twin flame, starseed, your person's beliefs of living with someone was skewed from childhood with living with someone else, just as you maybe. So you both having issues about living together, moving out, and this is all connected with other people's beliefs as well. So there's a big web of deception of like, well, I want to move in with him now, and he wants to move in 2 years, but we do want to move in, so why can't he move in now, or something like that with this reading. And it's like, it, you know, he might be saying, what's the rush, or something like that. And it's like, you should be working on you. I can't see you working on any healing here. And your person is absolutely doing what he's supposed to do, 3D. There's no healing. There's no inner child stuff. There's no sun. There's no nothing here. The under, you just blocking your heart, right? Oh, my hands are tied. You know, he doesn't want to move in. What can I do? Well, what you're supposed to do is what you're supposed to do. Go to my playlist, right? Healing. It's all about healing and what you're supposed to do. Underneath is Six of Swords, Page of Cups to the Devil. It's like as soon as you move forward and you expect him to come back with an apology or, you know, a little offer, then the control happens again, right? The addictive behaviors, the addictive patterns, this keeps going round and round and round, right? So you're never moving forward because I think he does come back and offer something, but it's always goes back to this control. But this control, right, is, look, the devil card has a feminine and a masculine tied to it. This card, all most cards, they generally do. That means he's reflecting to you some kind of control that you are holding on to. No, I don't do anything addictive and I don't control my person. He controls me. So what controlled you as a child so that you feel that now you have to have the control, and when your person needs to move in with you at a particular time? That's control. I tell you what's not control. Yeah, let's just date and see how it goes. That's not control. You don't need to have to even say date, right? Because this planet's about just knowing, trusting, intuition, insight, that kind of thing, right? You're a light worker, starseed. You've got all these things that tell you red flags, let's just say. So if you're just working on, oh, well, let's just meet up and see how it goes. And then the next stage, okay, we've been dating for so long. Can we put the label of dating? Okay, you like staying over here? Should we plan in the future maybe to live together when it suits, and we'll bring it back up? Slowly, slowly, like that. Slowly, slowly, catchy monkey. But if you're like, no, he ain't living with me, it's a fucking nightmare because other people tell you he should be, or something like that, then this is your foundation of trying to control something where you could be living with him and it's a nightmare now. If twin flames live together and they ain't got the work, then they're a nightmare. They always split up, and all cheating happens and all that kind of thing because they didn't work on themselves. You didn't, which aligns with him, then before they lived together. So this is what this reading's about. It's about you sorting out controlling and fairness, sorting out the control and having fairness, but you're looking at your person to do it without taking any responsibility of your action in this divine connection. It is your actions. Why are you placing the finger all on him when you attract like attracts like? If the devil card comes up, like I said, it's bound to two. Masculine, feminine, doesn't matter if man, man, woman, woman. It's bound to two people. It's like the Lover's card. The Lover's card has someone up here with two people underneath. The devil is the same. It's just more of a passionate bond. And that's why the devil, especially with me, is connected in these readings, because your light worker, you have more of an energetic heightened frequency with someone on this earthly plane, which you're supposed to be doing mission with. So this is that, but you've gone onto the negative side of it, of controlling your world. It's like, oh, my parents were fucked up. They were arguing, they divorced and blah, blah, blah. I want you to live in to show the world that I can do it. Prove to myself that I can do it. Prove to these other people that I can have a stable relationship. Maybe your person's not ready. As simple as that. Maybe he's not ready, right? And unless you work on yourself, he won't be. He won't be. It's not moving forward, is it? It's not moving forward. But if you want to know how to move it forward, then, you know, book an image reading with me. So I'm out. Speak to you later.